5 minutes, 5 seconds. Oh boy, it's heading into an absolute thriller at Edgbaston. Yes. 11 runs needed of the final over. India 2 wickets in hand, and Jess Johnson is going to bowl.
They can hear you. Everyone is going live, by the way.
Everybody's going bananas, by the way.
Hello, Ricky Patel.
Hello, Ricky Patel.
We are getting very, very nervous.
Last over shenanigans are up here. It's an absolute thriller in Edgbaston.
I think the roof is going to be blown off this place if India do
Absolutely.
indeed end up winning this somehow.
Jess Johnson, let us not forget, is one of the best bowlers. Left arm spin, imagine. She has often bowled in the final overs, and that is why you can bet that they can defend 11. Remember, if the match is tied, we go into a super over.
Yeah.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Here is ball 1.
Oh, it's second shoot actually. Is it?
No, it's...
This is the
So
broadcasters.
Yastika Bhatia is on strike. First ball, she danced down the track, went along on. Only Yastika Bhatia. Only Yastika Bhatia win it. 11 runs, 5 balls. Megan Shoot bowled a brilliant last over. Now it is
Just a single.
just a single.
They're going for 2, but that's a
And it's out.
run out.
Run out. Yastika Bhatia, in the quest for taking a second run, has been run out. She hit it to long off. Alana King had
There
a
was no
direct
2
throw.
there. There was no 2 there,
And-
but she had to go for it.
Jess Johnson simply managed to run out the wicket, and that's it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Something has happened. Something has happened.
No, she's clearly run out. Nothing has happened.
Oh, yeah. So, Yastika Bhatia only managed 1 run, and Meghna Singh is out for 1.
So Yastika is, but she would be back on strike.
She is back on strike. 10 runs needed of 4 balls.
You need a boundary.
9 technically
You need a
of 4.
boundary.
You need a boundary at this point in time.
If not this ball, the next ball, would you need a boundary?
But
Plain
again,
and simple.
remember, India will have to bat out very sensibly because remember, only 1 wicket in it. They have to go for the glory hit. Unfortunately, Harmanpreet Kaur and all your power hitters simply just went away towards the fag end. And it's Yastika on strike, and it's... Oh, is it out? And
she's
it's
out.
out!
That's it.
That is
India
it.
Have, well, they've settled for silver. That's it.
Australia
Australia
have won the gold medal. But wait, I think there will be a review. A review will have to be
they'll take the
taken.
review.
They will have to take the review. But it looked plumb out.
did.
Yastika tried the reverse sweep, and unfortunately, that has happened. Anurag,
We can update the headline.
we can
now.
update the headline. It's no longer a close finish. It looked plumb LBW.
Yeah, we can actually change our angle also of
Yeah.
the tripod. Let's
Yep, let's do it, folks.
do it, guys.
We are waiting
Please
for...
bear with us. You just help me with
Yes.
this thing. So
Oh,
Just pull it out
looked
from there.
straight. It looked plumb, and it looks like...
yeah, you can keep talking. It's all right, guys. Just a bit of an this thing. That
Yes.
of course, you know.
Oh boy. And I think there is no bat involved. There was clear daylight between bat and pad.
So
And I think we are going to see Australia clinch the
Clinch
gold
even
medal
faster
in
behind,
grand
yeah.
style. And
behind.
yep, so we are waiting for the final decision. Yastika tried the reverse sweep. It's pitching in line. Impact in line. And the wicket. Umpire's call.
That's it. It's over.
That's it. Australia.
Other
Australia
inaugural.
women's cricket team have won the gold medal in the Commonwealth Games. It is a fitting tribute to Australianism. What is Australianism? Never say die and battle it out until the very last ball is bowled. Meg Lanning's Australian cricket team is a true machine and one of the greatest teams in the modern era. You talk about the New Zealand All Blacks, you talk about the Chicago Bulls in the NBA, you talk about the Golden State Warriors. This Australia women's cricket team is one of the greatest sporting teams in the world, period. Reigning ODI and T20I champions.
And now reigning Commonwealth
They
champions
have
too.
now won the gold medal. Hell, they have even done better than the men. The men did not win the Commonwealth gold in 1998 in Kuala Lumpur. Now the women's team, this great Southern Stars have done it. What a magnificent performance. Hats off. But let us give you the summary of the match. It is heartbreak for India. It is a repeat of 2017 ICC Women's
Exactly
World
what I
Cup.
was gonna say, because it just feels exactly like that. At one point, you feel like you had the match in the bag. One wicket falls, and then everyone just
Yes.
stumbles like
So,
dominoes.
Australia had made 161 for 8. India had gotten things back towards the death overs by bowling brilliantly and ensuring that Australia limited to under 170. Now, Smriti Mandana fell cheaply. Shefali Verma fell cheaply, but it was an amazing partnership between Jemima Rodriguez and Harmanpreet Kaur that ensured that India stayed in the hunt. Until the 15th over, India were in the hunt. 41 needed of 30 balls, 44 needed of 30. But Jemima Rodriguez fell for 33. Harmanpreet Kaur, this reverse sweep that lap sweep, you may say, the paddle scoop
Yeah, it was
that
a paddle
Harmanpreet tried will forever haunt her. In 1987, I remember this similar instance. Mike Gatting did a reverse sweep of Allen Border. England were well on course and they lost the match at the Eden Gardens. Here, Harmanpreet, no need to try a lap paddle scoop.
Yeah,
Got it
no
onto
need
the
for that,
middle
sure.
of the bat helmet. Alisa Healy takes a brilliant catch. And from that point on, the pressure was simply too great. And as you know, when the Australians get a toehold, they ensure that the foot is on the opponent's throat.
And that's exactly
Amit
what
Kumar Jha,
happened.
yes, very, I would say immature batting. They crumbled under Australian pressure.
They crumbled under pressure, period. I think this is nothing new we've seen with this team. Unfortunately, it just happens that they'll make it to a final, play some good cricket, and then when the pressure moments come, they'll kind of end up wilting a bit. And that's what happened here, because again, the turning point of the match for me was when Jemima Rodriguez lost her wicket. Because at that point, and to be fair, look, I don't entirely blame her because she was batting for the most part, playing very much a sheet anchor role to Harmanpreet. At that point, the run rate was reaching the 8-9 marks. So you needed to accelerate, and you needed to accelerate pronto. Remember, she hit a 4 before getting dismissed.
Yes.
And then she ended up getting dismissed, going for a big shot. That was the turning point in retrospect. But of course, I would argue that the bigger loss was when Harmanpreet went.
Of course, Harmanpreet had hit a brilliant 50 and it continued her trend. She had hit a 50 against Australia in the league game also. But here, you did not have to play that shot, unfortunately. But again, if it had come off well, India could have very well dictated the terms even better to Australia. But unfortunately, it did not come off well. By the way, this match, even before it started, there was chaos. Why? Talia McGrath had tested positive for the
COVID,
coronavirus, mild symptoms. But because the coronavirus, there is no bio bubble. Okay, there is no bio bubble in place, and the CWG also did not have a coronavirus protocol in place. She could play.
Yeah, it came down to an approval from the ICC, and
Yes.
mysteriously she ended up getting that. I don't understand. And again, bear in mind, I'm not saying that her being there had some sort of a major impact. I'm pretty
Yep.
sure even if she didn't play, the final could have gone that way. Keeping things in mind, but it's very
You're
weird.
compromising safety. And imagine, you've still not gotten over the pandemic. The pandemic is still very much there. So it's very, very strange. India
very
have not
mysterious.
appealed because the ICC gave special permission.
Yeah.
And
there's no point
Harmanpreet
appealing.
should have, Amit Kumar Jha saying Harmanpreet should have played, should have stayed till the end. MSD
I
was holding
actually
on.
do agree because
Yes.
there was, why? Because normally you would always say, when we say this, when we're talking about IPL and stuff like that, we always say, players should not look to take it deep. The problem with the women's cricket team is that at that point, Harmanpreet was your last recognized power hitter, the one batsman. Because again, Jemima is someone who can do it. She too can. People don't seem to realize that, but she's someone who can clear the ropes if she's, feeling it on the given day. However, at that point, with Jemima gone, it was Harmanpreet or bust.
Yes.
At that point. So she knew she had to actually stay deep and then could have probably gone for her shots with a less of a risky approach. That was the issue, and I do agree with that. I think she could have actually batted on a little longer because, mind you, at that point she wasn't going at a bad strike rate. I think she was batting along quite nicely, 130, 140 strike rate, going good. You had to take it deep at that point, knowing fully well you're the only power hitter the team has present. The other power hitters flattered to receive again. Mandana gone early. Shefali gone early, and Shefali, I have to say this, with as much potential and talent that is clearly there, big game experience severely lacking, found out today.
Yep, unfortunately. And look, it has happened now in four ICC event finals. 2005, you can say India did not have the experience. 2017, the same pattern repeated. Poonam Rawat had hit a 50, 86. Harmanpreet had hit 51, Mithali Raj had gone down, but India were well within the range. But Anya Shrubsole in that 6 wicket, and Veda Krishnamurthy played a very bad shot, and that got in a collapse.
Yes.
The collapse repeated, not here. It has repeated 5 years later from Lords. It has happened in Birmingham. Similar, Jemima Rodriguez was striking at just over 100 when she fell. Was it ideal? Not really. But when Harmanpreet, I think it was a risk she took because she wanted to ensure that the asking rate was nearby. Okay. Now she played that shot, she got it onto the helmet, and Ali Sahili took the catch, and unfortunately that is it.
That was pretty much the game-changing moment.
It changed. Reverse sweep, runouts, lap scoops. When it doesn't come off,
When it doesn't
can
come off, it
be
really
fatal.
doesn't come off. It's like that old saying goes, when it rains, it pours.
It
And
pours.
that is exactly what
Why
happened
are
here.
there so many run out in women's cricket? There was a Nancy Singh. Nancy, I'll tell you one thing, okay? The Indian batters towards the end hit it directly to the fielders, and the Australian fielders rarely miss.
Exactly. If nothing else, they will at least get it straight to the keeper.
Yes.
So you note for a fact that there was no, like the ninth wicket to fall.
Phoenix is going to snare Rana run out.
Exactly, the snare runner run out. There was no second wicket there, next second run there, because you knew it went straight to the fielder. If you're penetrating a gap, if you're finding gaps in the field, then fair enough. Or if you're playing it with soft hands.
Yes.
Here you were playing it with hard hands, and you were neither able to clear the rope nor actually get into a gap. So
Yes.
it was going straight to the fielders, and unexpectedly so, they ended up running you out.
Kishore Creations, I absolutely agree. Simple thing. Deepti Sharma is a much more established batter than, I'm sorry to say, Pooja Vastrkar. Pooja Vastrkar is steady. But she had gobbled up 4 dot balls and the pressure already increased. Why can't you simply get somebody like Deepti Sharma who can nudge, get the edges and for 4 and also hit the power boundaries occasionally? Why couldn't you have promoted her up?
Yeah, it made no sense to not bat her that low, because by the time she came, then the pressure was on that you had to be hitting from ball 1.
Yep. Should Yastika have been sent up the order, Aditya Mohanty?
No,
Look.
because Yastika, again, you have to remember, Yastika was not originally even playing the match.
Yes.
So, to send up someone who's not playing, was in no mindset of actually playing, last minute call up because of a concussion substitute,
Yes.
it would have been very, very,
Well, Yastika, when she had come out to bat itself, there was a very reel-worthy moment which will go viral. She tumbled over the advertising hoardings.
Yeah.
That showed nervous pressure and that showed nervous laughter around the Indian camp. But it was no laughing matter. She was thrust into a pressure situation.
And you can't blame her for not actually being able to perform to the best of your abilities. Literally, no one is prepared to come on as a concussion substitute.
And
first off, you never want to wish any concussion on anyone.
Yes.
And then B, you're not just sitting there and expecting it at all.
And remember, Ash Gardner. If she does not hurt you with the bat, she
will with the
will
ball.
hurt you with the ball. 3 wickets. 2 overs, 3 wickets, 5 runs. It absolutely broke the spine of the Indian batting lineup. And unfortunately, what happened after that? Megan Schutt bowled a brilliant 19th over.
Oh, it was a very good
You needed
over.
your best bowler to bowl the 19th over, and Megan Schutt did that. And Rahul Bide, that's why Australia are called the champions, and they know how to keep cool in pressure match. India played well but choked in Ash Gardner over.
Yeah, I think that's a good summation of the match, because I think once, as I said, once the Harmanpreet wicket was taken, they I think there was panic.
Yep.
There was the cat was really set among the pigeons at that point, and you look at how the Aussies celebrated her wicket. They knew.
Yes.
They knew that was the key wicket.
Yep. Australianism, boss. One of the best
Mad
teams.
salute to that. Yeah.
Mad salute. The women's team are setting benchmarks which might never ever be. Karthik Banta, you're right on some parts, you're
But
right
you're
on...
wrong, because you can't take any credit away from the Aussies. They played really well.
Yep, India lost it. Actually, they were playing catch up. Harmanpreet and Jemima had given them a ray of hope. But when they played those shots and got out, that door was firmly shut.
They had to bat through at that point, because again, more importantly, why that approach wouldn't have worked is why there would have been less pressure, let's say, is if the top order had fired, but they didn't. So Harmanpreet and Jemima actually had to rebuild.
Yes.
And all while chasing a target that required you to be playing at 8 from from the get-go on a track that, mind you, didn't look like the easiest to bat
It
on.
was very sluggish. The pitch was low, and once Jane, this Australian men's 2003 cricket team, I totally disagree.
No, I think that team was on a
This
different level.
Australian women's cricket team is 1,000 times better than the 2003 men's team.
3, really?
Yes,
Okay.
they are setting well. Amidst all the funfare, amidst the loss, there is a birthday being celebrated. So, thank you.
Happy
So,
birthday, Pushpesh.
happy birthday, Pushpa. So, this is number 9. Lucky. We lost against England by 9 runs at Lords. Yes, Kishore, you're absolutely
yes.
right. So, let us make it one thing clear. This Australian team is making winning a habit.
Absolutely.
27 consecutive wins, which was broken by India though in Mackay. They could have very well won that series had not been for a no ball by Julan Goswami. Didn't a woman know that there's something called diving? They did dive, Anirudh, but unfortunately the
They
Australian
didn't
fielders.
need. How could they have dived? They were halfway down the track. Dive what exactly?
Yeah, and even if they had dived, no guarantee the Australian fielders swooped in as though a vulture would swoop in on a bird of prey. It's like that. So yeah, it hurts. It really
Yeah, it's
hurts.
a disappointing loss for sure. But again, remember, it's the first time. You have to also remember, and this is the one mitigating circumstance when it comes to this Indian team, is there's a lot of young talent there, and honestly, there are areas of the team where I feel they do need to work on. Like I think. More particularly, no, not just more so than pressure. Pressure is something that that sort of a mentality comes over time. And generally speaking, I always say this: you will learn more from defeats than you do victories. This sort of a defeat, not just for the Harmanpreet has been here before, Smriti has been here before. The likes of Jemima, Shefali, the younger ones, they haven't. This is something that will be a learning experience for them. If I have to pick one area where India need to improve, they need one lower order power hitter.
Yes.
They desperately lack one at this point.
They need an Ash Gardner.
Yes.
Basically, they need an. Oh, so there is one more breaking news that's coming your way, folks.
And we will actually be covering that in a different video, though.
So, thank you so much for joining us for this live. We will be back tomorrow with the final day of the Commonwealth Games.
Oh no, there's still plenty of more events going on now. There's javelin, there's TT, there's so much stuff.
But for me, it's tata, bye bye, see you, and press the like, comment, and share button. Heartbreak for India, but unfortunately, it's Australia who have won the gold medal in cricket. The set is now complete, folks. Don't forget to download the Sports the Cam and also check out their website as well. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. See you. Vanakkam.